President William Ruto is winding up his two-day state visit to Germany to sign several German job deals, including one on comprehensive migration and mobility. This will be Ruto's 66th foreign trip in his two-year presidency. As our political affairs reporter Emmanuel Tour now details, Ruto has in 2 years done twice the number of foreign trips made by the late third President Mwai Kibaki in his whole 10-year tenure.
When he's not flying, he's planning to fly. Kenya's fifth President William Ruto is the undisputed king of the skies as far as the number of foreign trips made by Kenya's sitting heads of state are concerned, earning him the tag of the flying president. In the 2 years he has been in office, President Ruto has made a total of 66 foreign trips, an average of 3 per month, the latest one to Germany, adding to the growing tally of his frequent flyer card. President Ruto is currently in Berlin to attend the signing of the bilateral labor migration between Kenya and Germany, which includes the signing of the Kenya-Germany Agreement on Comprehensive Migration and Mobility Partnership and the annual Citizens Festival. Although a majority of the trips have caused an uproar from the taxpayers, it is the historic state visit to the United States of America in May this year that had many tongues wagging, not because of the trip, but the opulent nature, style and class in which it was taken. The man who rose to power riding on a chief hustler tag touched down at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in Atlanta, Georgia, aboard a luxurious chartered Boeing 737-700 operated by Royal Jet of Dubai, whose total hiring cost would normally cross the 200 million shilling mark. A quotation from Royal Jet, the Abu Dhabi-based private airline, showed that a user must cough up to 98 million shillings for the jet for a one-way trip from Nairobi to Atlanta.
There is no way I can spend 200 million. There is no way. In fact, let me disclose here that it costed the Republic of Kenya less than 10 million.
Amid the uproar as to why the president, who has urged Kenyans to live within their means, was doing the opposite, Ruto said Kenya Airways was more expensive than the jet, but later on backtracked, saying his friends from the UAE paid for the royal jet.
So when some friends of mine heard that I was going to travel Kenya Airways, and we have built a big reputation as a country. We have built friends. Some friends told me, how much do you want to pay? I said, I'm not ready to pay more than 20 million. They said, bring 10 million, we will give you the plane.
Efforts to reach the friends to confirm the president's assertions, most of which have been taken with a pinch of salt, have been futile. Many Kenyans were angered since it appeared the president was speaking from both sides of his mouth, preaching austerity and drinking extravagance.
Kuna watu wengine wananipigia makelele, mbona umeenda safari hii, mbona umeenda safari hii. Hiyo ndio kazi yangu ya rais. Mimi ndio chief agent ya Kenya. Mimi ndio ambassador ya Kenya ya kupanga vile Kenya itasonga mbele.
Were it not for the 2-month-long Gen Z-led protests against the finance bill of 2024, Ruto would have been closing in on a target of 70 trips in 2 years if his average number of trips is put to consideration. During the protest period, he only made one visit to Rwanda a month ago to attend the swearing-in of President Paul Kagame after 58 days of being grounded. The most recent trip was a week-long visit to China to attend the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit. In the game of skies, President Ruto does not have a match. His air miles unmatched, globe-trotting capitals of the world in a stark departure from how his predecessors managed their foreign visits. During his 10-year tenure, retired President Mwai Kibaki traveled only 33 times. This is double the number of trips made by President Ruto so far. President Uhuru Kenyatta made 151 trips in the decade when he was in charge of affairs in the country, with President Ruto now almost halfway the number in just 2 years. At an average rate of about 4 foreign trips per month, President William Ruto is well on course to hit a target of 180 foreign trips by the end of his first term in 2027. But he maintains the benefits of these trips far outweigh the costs. Emmanuel Tor, Citizen TV, Nairobi.